Man, it feels great, man. It's a family atmosphere. The players work hard. I mean, they really love football, but they also here to get a degree, man. You can tell that they're committed to that.
Coach, I'm going to assume that you were rooting for Alabama in the national championship game, but how bizarre is it to be now here at Clemson?
Man, I'll tell you what, I've always pulled for Coach Swinney, and always been a big fan of his ever since I first got into coaching in 2007 at Talladega High School. I heard him speak at one of my teammates' funeral that I played with at Alabama, and I was like, man, that guy's special. I hope I get a chance to work for him one day. Well, here's my one day. I plan to do something with it.
What's it like as a coach coming into a situation like this? I mean, just won the national championship, brand new digs over here. I mean, this seems like this would be maybe a little bit overwhelming, but certainly a great opportunity at the same time.
It's a great opportunity, man, and like I said, I prayed about that, and once you get granted favor, man, you got to be able to walk in it, and I mean, it's definitely a dream situation joining a team that's defending national champions, but I just want to fit my piece of the puzzle, roll my sleeves up, and go to work.
What was the process like of ending up here?
So what now?
What was the process like of you ending up here? As far as going through him, I guess the contact and all that kind of stuff.
Man, it was just it was very dreamlike. I mean, again, I believe in what Coach Swinney believes in, which is grow where you plant it, be where your feet are, and that's all I was doing, man. Just trying to be the best with whatever God blessed me to be, and I got a call, and I mean, it was very dreamlike, that call, man. I'm very fortunate and just plan to do the best I can with the blessing.
From a coaching standpoint, how does your philosophy defensively align with what Coach Venables likes to do here?
Man, it's very similar. It's attack and react, and gap sound defense. It's very similar to what I've been a part of up front, and schematically. My co-defensive coordinator at Jacksonville State was he worked with Brent for a good while, so a lot of verbiage are the same, and that's helped me a little bit. But it's nothing like being in it and diving in full speed and getting in knee deep. Well, I'm really in neck deep now, and can't wait to just get out there on the field. That's where it's always the same for me. Feel comfortable out there and just getting my teaching in order and get familiar with the scheme.
Is there any more of an unusual feeling joining a new program that's coming off a national championship and kind of coming down off that high as opposed to joining another program?
It is, man. It's a great situation to be in. Again, it's not broke. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nothing here is broke, but you are trying to get better every day, because best is the standard, and you want guys to improve their best. And that's all I'm trying to do, man. Just get out there and get to work. And again, I got guys that want to get better. They're hungry for knowledge, and they've all accepted me, and I just plan on giving them everything.
What's it like walking into maybe the best defensive front in the country?
Man, it's great, man. It is great. It's a great opportunity. Those guys very talented up front, got a lot of experience, guys that are battle tested, and I just plan on trying to put them in the stress of the job and, again, get them to get a little sharper. Iron sharpens iron. I hope I can be that.
How often did you and Coach Swinney communicate after you first met him?
Well, just a text message here or there, and I came up and worked camp, and just again he taught me a lot, and one of his sayings that I remember from day one, whenever I first got into coaching, is just be where your feet are and grow where you plant it. And I mean, I kind of applied that to my coaching career, and not always be looking here or there to go anywhere else, just being thankful for what you have and making the most of it.
What did Coach Blackwell tell you about Clemson?
Oh man, I heard a lot of Clemson stories from Coach Blackwell, man. He told me that it's a great family place, great place to raise a family, and said they love football. So he told me, that's what he told me.
You're here to teach these guys, but at the same time being new and taking a step of this magnitude, do you feel like you're going to be learning this spring every day, just like the guys that you're trying to teach?
Right, and it's a humble feeling about that. You got to be humble. Like, a lot of people don't handle that well, the guys knowing more than you do about the scheme right away. And the thing that I've saw is that they've embraced me, as far as having my back and letting me know whenever I got a concept mixed up, because I am crash coursing the whole defense, and I'm taking it in a bite at a time.
What about the personalities that you've gotten to know on this defensive line? There They're a unique bunch.
They are, man. I tell you what, Christian Wilkins, first time I interviewed him, I was sitting down with him in my first meeting, getting to know him and getting to know his family background. And after I was done, he said, "Coach, you done?" I said, "Yeah, I'm done." He said, I said, "You got somewhere to be?" He said, "No, I just got some questions for you." So he was, it was a great deal, man. He's already invested. He asked me about my family and things like that, and that really resonates with me, man.
Obviously, as a coach, you command a certain amount of respect no matter what coming in. But do you still, as a new guy from some of those veterans, have to earn their respect in some regards?
Well, I feel like you always have to earn respect, no matter your role, no matter your title. You have to definitely go out and show the kids that you're about the right things. It's one thing to say it; they've already read about you, they've done their homework, and they definitely got to go out and earn it. And that's what I expect them to do every day. You go out and never rest on your reputation. That's what I learned during my playing career. I played for 4 different head coaches, and that basically taught me that. Never rest on your reputation. Always go out and prove it, and that's the attitude we want to have.
Dabo has a pretty impressive track record with the coaches that he's hired. What is it you feel like he saw in you to get this opportunity?
I tell you what, man. I think he knows that I try to do it the right way, and just always roll my sleeves up and go to work and try to treat people right, because that's what you're gonna be remembered. They're gonna always remember how you treated them, and that's what I try to do. I mean, I'm not a big cursor or anything like that. I'm just gonna get my point across to a kid, and I ain't gonna just beat him in the ground. I'm gonna build him back up after I coach him hard, and I think that right there has followed me, and that's really how people perceive you as a coach. I think that's how I'm perceived.
You said you jumped at the opportunity, obviously, but what was your first reaction when you walked on campus and saw this brand new facility we're in, and the fact that that's going to be in your recruiting toolbox?
Man, are you kidding me? It was amazing, man. This is the only office I've known because I hit the road recruiting as soon as I got the job. And whenever we got here and we moved in on that Saturday, we had that junior day, and that was the first time it got seen by a recruit. And it was my first time walking in my office as well. So, I mean, I was, of course, blown away. It's the Taj Mahal of football facilities. And, I mean, it's fantastic. I can't see how a recruit can come here and not be intrigued with coming to Clemson.
How challenging is it to come in? You had Dan Brooks and Marion Hobby were here, 2 veteran coaches. Now you've got to come in and kind of take on both their responsibilities. How challenging is that?
Well, it's a big challenge. I mean, those are big shoes, but all you can do is try them on and wear them, walk in them, and walk in the opportunity and do the best job you can possibly do, being you. I mean, I think that's very key. Being, coaching your personality, not trying to be a Coach Brooks or trying to be a Coach Hobby. Again, both of those are great coaches, legends. But again, I just want to put my best foot forward and put my imprint on the D-line.
Coach Brooks hung around a while. What did he do to help you?
Oh, man, he's been excellent. I mean, working camp with him over the years, learned so much from him, and he's so giving, so nurturing as far as a coach, man, and he's been very helpful in just understanding, different concepts and things like that we do here.
Obviously, you have Alabama connections, but what are some other areas on the recruiting trail that will be a focus for you?
I'll have a piece of Georgia. I'll have, some of Florida. I'll have, I'll kind of help out some with the Maryland area or whatnot. But yeah, I will spot recruit Alabama, and I'll have a piece of South Carolina. So I'm excited to, get out there this spring and get to meet these coaches, and because it's good football in every area that I have. There's a lot of great players out there, and just want to find the ones that fit us.
What do you think are the things you can bring to this coaching staff to make your own imprint on it?
Just being me. I think God made us all different, and your best gift you can give to somebody is being your true self, and I think that's where you make the biggest impact. Being you, but also fitting the culture, and learning, being humble. Like where I am right now, I know a lot of the things up front on the defense, but again, the guys, they've been here. Coach Venable's been here 5 years. The players, some of them been here 3-4 years. So they're gonna know naturally, and you just gotta be humble and roll your sleeves up and go to work and learn on the run and be able to coach on the run as well.
Clemson just hired Mickey Chavis as a player development coach. Is he a guy who can kind of help you out as you get acclimated here?
Man, I tell you what, Miguel Chavis is phenomenal, man. He's already made an impact on our guys, and I mean, you can tell he oozes with care, and those guys, they pick up on that. So he's going to be a great addition to this staff. He's already made an imprint on it.
What's it like working with all these guys, working with Coach Venables? I mean, what kind of relationships do you feel like you've already been able to build with those guys?
Man, I tell you, it's like iron sharpens iron, and I swear I've already gotten so much sharper just being around it on a day-to-day basis. They care, they're warm and welcoming, and they want you to be the best you can be. So they're all about you getting better. So it's nothing hid away from it. You get the whole package. You get the whole big picture. And I'm very thankful for that, man.
Based on your first impressions of this defensive line group you have, what do you think are the biggest things you're going to need to work on this spring?
Well, just developing some depth and, having guys, believe in themselves that are toward the bottom, that they can get it done because, I mean, the places I've been, I've always played a good rotation of a D-line, and I think that's how you keep tread on the tires in the long run. And so having those guys up front that are the returners that are proven, we got to get them develop some help, and we got guys here that can do that. That's what spring is for. Some of them just hadn't had opportunity, and spring is your opportunity. And those guys have been working hard since winter workouts, and I'm just excited for them because it's their time.
What does this mean for you personally to go from a smaller school to now be here at a national championship program and have a chance to be a part of something like this?
Man, it means the world. I I just want to go out here and get to work, man. I just want to get to work, and I thank God for this opportunity. Again, it doesn't happen without him, and I'm just thankful for it. It means the world to me.
You walk in and you've got Dexter Lawrence.
Yes, sir.
You've got Christian Wilkins. You thinking, man, am I a lucky guy, or what's your mindset on it?
You hit the lottery. But I tell you, it's those guys, man. They're all great players again, but they're hungry to get better. They know that they hadn't reached their ceiling, and they want to go out and prove it every day. We got great competition in the room, and that's the staple of a great unit. Competition in the room, and we got also great guys pulling for each other and wanting to see us develop to depth. So that's the thing that I've loved to see already. Not only when you're in, you get your job done, but when you're not in, you cheer for your teammates, and that's what I think we have here.
You said Christian broke you down. Started asking you questions
he
right
asked
away,
me
right?
questions right away.
So
and
what have you learned about him?
He's the biggest personality I've ever been around. He can talk to, the president, or he can talk to the guy. He's just a well-rounded individual, and who knows? I hate to put a cap on what he can do one day as a person outside of football and even with football. He's just the biggest personality I've ever been around.
Speaking of biggest, has he been trying to put on weight, or have you talked to him about trying to put on a little bit of weight after slimming down to go on the end last year and coming back into the interior?
Well, he's close, man, to where he needs to be. He just working. Again, he can be inside or outside. And last year, I think he got down to like 295, 300.
Slim down, trim guy.
Yeah, slim, trim, but he's plenty strong. The thing about him that I like is that he doesn't lose strength when he gets down. And so he's sitting around 300, 305 right now, and so that's pretty good.
Coach, what areas are you going to be responsible for recruiting?
I'm going to have some of Alabama, central part, and the eastern, and I'm going to have part of South Carolina. I'm going to have a part of Georgia and South Georgia. I'm going to have Orlando, Florida, some of those areas, and I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.